What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Cacus, and today we have a brand new Xur location and inventory review for the weekend of October 20th to the 23rd, and so let's get started. Now, first things first, Xur is going to be located in the Winding Cove on the EDZ. Alright, let's take a look at what he has. Firstly, for exotics, we do have the Arbalest. For goodness sakes, if you don't have this thing, 1000% buy it. This is one of the best PvE exotics in the entire game. Like, you could make the argument is the best. Then we've got the Bombardiers, an alright exotic with an alright roll here, 64 overall. Then we've got the Helmet Save 14. I think it's quite underrated, however, this roll, unfortunately, is not that amazing. And then we end things off with... the Eye of Another World, 69 roll. That's very good. This exotic just makes it so that your abilities regen faster. So it's pretty good. It's like a general purpose exotic, neutral game exotic, and huge recovery spike, huge discipline spike. The only thing I'm not really liking is the mobility here. Only 10 mobility. But you know what? I gotta pick that up because honestly, overall, that's a pretty darn good roll. I think 69 here. Now, moving on from there, let's check the weaponry. First of all, we have the True Prophecy here, Grave Robber Demo. No, thank you. We have a Pugilist Swashbuckler Disparity here, and that is quite the wombo combo. Get melee energy back, and then get a ton of damage if you get a melee kill. However, on a pulse rifle like this, an aggressive burst pulse rifle, I don't think that's amazing. Stats for all, Wellspring, no revive, no thank you. Moving target, multi-kill clip, far future, no thank you. Lead from Gold, Volt Shot, Soul Survivor, no thank you. I mean, honestly, demo on the Berserkers isn't bad. Threat Detector, however, is not great, and no Spike Grenade, so no. And Corsair's Wrath here, that's not great either. Now, on the backside here, we do have a Hawkmoon with Opening Shot. That is absolutely one of the best perks you can get on the Hawkmoon. In fact, after the separation of zoom and rangefinder is kind of up in the air, and so Opening Shot is really kind of stayed very solid. Now this is combined with Fluted Barrel, which isn't the best. You've got that stability and handling increase. So overall, this is like a pretty good roll. I wish I had a better barrel here, but again, Opening Shot is very, very good. Now, moving on from there, guys, to the armor. First of all, the BRch Set. Let's check its rarity on light.gg. Alright, so this was added all the way back in Season 3, the Warmind expansion, and as you can see right here, it's actually fairly rare, with only 33% of Guardians having access to this particular helmet. I'm used to seeing 40%, 50% in terms of the more common items, so absolutely, guys, if you weren't around very early on in Destiny's history, this might be your chance to get this BRch set. In fact, Xur is the only way you're going to be able to get this set so far within the game. So absolutely a little bit on the rarer side in terms of the armor. But taking a look at its actual stats here, we have 65 here for the armor, for the gauntlets, and really a little bit spiky, but not where you want it to be. 61 here, too much mobility in my opinion. Then we've got 66, massive mobility here, and 64 with 30 recovery, hey? Like, that's a lot of recovery. If you want a little bit more recovery for your Titan, just these boots will absolutely shoot that recovery up quite a bit. Now, moving on from there, let's go to the Warlock. Alright, for the Warlock, let's check these gauntlets here. 68! That's incredibly high for a Xur exotic. However, not super spiky, but with that being said, that's just a lot of raw stats. Mobility is pretty low. You do have resilience, recovery, discipline all being featured. Overall, so not the best, but also far from the worst. Then we've got 64 with a big resilience spike, not bad for sure. 65 with a few little spikes, nothing crazy. And then 64, way too much mobility. Let's check the Hunter. Alright, now for the Hunter, let's see these gauntlets. Oh, 68 again. Massive resilience spike, massive intellect spike, this is a pretty darn good piece. Maybe you'd want a little bit more recovery, but certainly, again, you still want resilience and PvE, everything, but still, this is a very, very good armor piece right here. Now, as for the chest, big mobility spike, strength, and recover here. You know, not bad for sure. 66 overall, 63 not too spiky, unfortunately, and then 65. Well, you do have mobility and discipline here. Yeah, that's a pretty darn good legs as well. So crazy gauntlets, pretty decent legs, and a relatively rare armor set compared to a lot of the armor sets Xur has been selling recently. So overall, not a terrible weekend for Xur. Certainly, guys, make sure to probably pick up the Eye of the Otherworld and the Arbalest if you don't have it. Oh, and by the way, make sure to spend those legendary shards before they're depreciated. Anyways, guys, that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.